There is a very comforting lie that many of us tell ourselves when it comes to love. It's a lie that feels safe. It feels responsible. It goes like this: I'm just waiting for the right time. Or maybe I'm waiting until I get that promotion, lose those 10 pounds, or finally feel ready. Or the biggest one of all, I'm waiting for the perfect person. I refuse to settle. And on the surface, that sounds smart. Patience is a virtue, right? We are taught not to rush major life decisions. But there is a massive cavernous difference between active patience and passive waiting. One prepares you for love, the other actually repels it. Today, we need to have an honest conversation about the latter. Because while you think you are just pressing pause on your love life, the meter is actually still running, and the bill is getting expensive. This is a video about the real cost of waiting. It's about the opportunities that erode, the cynicism that builds up, and why waiting for the one might be the exact reason you haven't met them. Let's get into it.
The first major cost of waiting is what I call the fully cooked myth. This is the belief that you must be a finished product before you can invite someone else into your life. You think, I'm a mess right now. I need to fix my finances, resolve my childhood trauma, and get a six-pack before I can date. Listen to me closely. You will never be a finished product. You are a human being perpetually under construction until the day you die.
If you are waiting until you are 100% healed and secure to enter a relationship, you are missing the entire point of relationship. It is the dojo where you actually practice the skills you've been reading about in self-help books. You learn how to communicate boundaries by actually having to communicate a boundary to someone you care about. You learn emotional regulation by being triggered by a partner and choosing a different response. The cost of waiting until you are ready is that you are delaying the actual real-world training you need to be good at love. Let's just talk.
You are sitting on the sidelines studying the playbook, terrified to get on the field because you might fumble.
Guess what? You're going to fumble. That's how you learn to play the game. Then there is the second cost, the cost of the pedestal. We live in an era of agonizing choice overload. Dating apps have convinced us that the perfect human, the one who checks every single one of our 75 boxes, has the perfect job, the perfect height, and zero emotional baggage, is just one swipe away. We are terrified of settling, and that is a valid fear. You should not settle for mistreatment, incompatibility, or a lack of attraction. But many of us aren't afraid of settling. We are afraid of reality.
We are waiting for a feeling, the fireworks, the instant knowing.
When you wait for the one, that mythical creature who requires zero effort to love, you become a passive observer in your own life. You become a critic at a movie theater, judging everyone who walks by because their trailer didn't immediately blow you away.
Here is the expensive truth. Great love stories aren't found, they are built.
The cost of waiting for perfection is that you dismiss people who are kind, compatible, and interesting simply because they didn't immediately trigger an adrenaline rush. You are trading the possibility of a slow burn, sustainable, deeply connected love for the dopamine hit of a fantasy that doesn't exist. While you wait for the Disney prince or princess, you are letting real, flawed, wonderful human beings walk right past you. Now we need to talk about the heaviest cost, the one that sneaks up on you over years. This is the compound interest of waiting. Every year you spend passively waiting, telling yourself you're too busy, or that there are no good men, women left out there, something happens to you internally. You start to calcify.
Loneliness, over time, doesn't just feel bad. It changes your operating system. You become more rigid in your routines. You become more selfish with your time, not because you're a bad person, but because you've only had to consider yourself for so long.
It becomes harder to make space for another person. But worse than that, you become cynical.
You start collecting evidence for why love doesn't work. Every bad date, every friend's divorce, it all becomes fuel for your narrative that it's safer to stay alone.
The ultimate cost of waiting too long isn't just that you're alone, it's that you become undateable.
You build armor that is so thick that even if the right person came along tomorrow, they wouldn't be able to get in.
You are waiting to be rescued from a tower that you are actively reinforcing every single day with your own cynicism.
Okay, that was heavy. I know. I didn't say this to depress you. I said it to shake you awake. Because the good news is that you can stop paying these costs today. You have to shift from waiting to active preparation. What does that look like? Number one, stop trying to be perfect and start trying to be open. Admitting you want love is vulnerable. It's scary. Do it anyway. Tell your friends you are looking. Get on the apps, but delete the checklist in your head. Number two, lower the barrier to entry, raise the barrier to commitment. Go on coffee dates with people who are just maybes. Give people a second chance if the first date was just awkward nerves, but be ruthless about cutting off people who show red flags or disrespect. And number three, build a life you don't need to escape from. The most attractive quality on earth is someone who loves their own life. Stop putting your dreams on hold until a partner arrives. Take the trip, buy the house, adopt the dog.
Stop waiting for permission to live your love life. The cost of waiting is your own capacity for joy. And frankly, that price is too high. I want to hear from you down in the comments. Which of these costs hit home the hardest for you? Are you suffering from the fully cooked myth, or are you stuck waiting for perfection? Let's talk about it down there.
If you needed this wake-up call, hit the like button and subscribe for more honest conversations about relationships and self-growth. Don't wait another day. I'll see you in the next one.